There to the big press conference by the Delhi Police Commissioner S.N. Srivastav, where he explains the action taken by the Delhi Police after the gruesome scenes that were seen in the national capital. Farmers breaking away from their promise, using tractors as tanks and marching into the heart of the capital, most notably at the Red Fort. He's promised that no one will be spared, that swift action will be taken, that there will be arrests, and that key farmer union leaders have been named in the FIR as well. I'm Rahul Kamal. This is India Today's News Track, and I want to focus first on how farmer unity, which had been one of the key aspects of what was holding this mass protest together, now seems to be splintering. In the aftermath of the Republic Day violence, at least two major farmer unions have now broken away from the rest, saying what happened on the 26th is not acceptable and they can no longer be part of a movement that's been taken over and hijacked by miscreants.
Anarchy and complete chaos gripped Delhi on January 26th. And a day later, the farmer protesters are in disarray. Two farmer unions have decided to split from the protests. VM Singh's Akhil Bharatiya Kisan Sangharsh Samanvay was the first one to back off.
कल की जो घटनाएं हुई हैं, खास तौर पे गाजीपुर से जो हमें डेजिग्नेटेड रूट मिला था, उससे अलग हटके बैरियर तोड़ के जाने का काम जो किया गया है। अलग बात है कुछ लोगों को गुमराह किया गया कि नहीं वीएम सिंह भी वहां चला गया, फलां चले गए, वहां चले गए, वगैरह वगैरह। इशू ये है कि जब आप आते हैं किसी पीड़ा लेके डॉक्टर के पास, अस्पताल में आते हैं, तो अस्पताल को तोड़ने का काम नहीं करते आप मल्लम पट्टी कराने का काम करते हैं। हम दिल्ली में मल्लम पट्टी कराने आए थे।
ठाकुर भानु प्रताप सिंह भारतीय किसान यूनियन फॉलोड सूट।
मैं कल की घटना से इतना दुखी हूं और इतना शर्मसार हूं, मैं आज घोषणा करता हूं कि अपने भारतीय किसान भानु के जो संगठन का यहां धरना चल रहा था लगभग 58 दिनों से, उसको खत्म करता हूं, समाप्त करता हूं।
The divide among union leaders are growing further. The bad blood is there for all to see.
पहले हमने बार-बार चेक किया, रूट भी चेक किए, जो पंजाब वालों ने डिसाइड किया, कमेटी ने डिसाइड किया सिंगू बॉर्डर से, उस पर हमने माना। फिर हमने क्या किया, हमने लोकल एसपी और एडीएम के साथ जाके रूट चेक किए। डीएम एसएसपी के साथ कल परसों वार्ता हुई। फिर ये हुआ कि नहीं, राकेश टिकैत वगैरह शायद चाह रहे हैं अलग रूट करना, क्योंकि बहुत दिन से, 1 महीने से वार्ता हो रही है, बक्कल तोड़ देंगे भाई, बक्कल उतार देंगे।
Farmer leaders at Singhu border too went into a huddle. The unions are likely to call off their march to Parliament planned next week. The big divide comes even as police booked several farmer leaders over the violence on Republic Day, including Rakesh Singh Tiket, Darshan Pal Singh, Swaraj India's Yogendra Yadav and VM Singh. Farmers were asked to follow the routes given by Delhi police, and 5 farmer union leaders were supposed to be available round the clock during rally. However, when the protesters went on the rampage, no leader was to be seen. The farmers had to ensure deployment of volunteers to ensure that the given routes are followed. The time allotted was 12 noon to 5 p.m. Both agreements were flouted. The organizers had to ensure that no violation of traffic rules or disobeying of laws takes place. The protesters were also prohibited from carrying any weapons. All of these norms were violated by the protesters. With Mosmi Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
What we have now is a situation where A large number of the senior farmer leaders are saying they had nothing to do with the violence. They are washing their hands off, saying that there's a bunch of extremist, radical, belligerent forces who came in, they hijacked the movement, that this violence is not what they wanted. Can these senior farmer leaders get away by saying so, or should they be booked and prosecuted for the mayhem that supporters unleashed? Whether it's in their name or not is also what needs to be established. The likes of Jagbir Singh Tada, Bhog Singh Mansa, Sukhbir Singh Dafar, Rishi Pal Ambabat, Yogender Yadav, Satnam Pannu, Darshan Pal, Rakesh Tikait, Saravan Singh, all these characters have been key parts of the farmer agitation. Now, apart from the likes of Deep Sidhu, who's being blamed for the violence, the others are saying they had nothing to do with this. Joining us on this broadcast, I want to welcome first and foremost Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, National Spokesperson of the BJP. We have VM Singh. He's the National Convener of the All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee. He is one of the two farm union leaders who broke away from the agitation today. Vikram Singh is a former Director General of Police in Uttar Pradesh, has a lot of experience in law enforcement. Adil Singh Boparai represents the Congress, and Ravinder Singh Chima is one of the farmer leaders who are still with the protesting farmers. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, I'll get you to set up this debate. Why is it that you believe that all these leaders who have been calling themselves the union leaders, the agitation leaders, should be held accountable? Because at this moment they're doing hectic press conferences and wanting the country to believe that these were some fringe extremists who went amok and that they had nothing to do with the violence that India saw on the 26th of January.
Yeah, Rahul, thank you for having me on the show, Rahul. Look, I think if you look at this, clinically and dispassionately, you have a situation where you have some political leaders and parties incite people for more than a month. And then you have a situation where the Delhi police and the government of India, after 11 rounds of discussion, request the farmers and these leaders, these farmer leaders, so-called farmer leaders, to say, look, avoid Republic Day, because Republic Day is a sacred, important day for the nation where we celebrate patriotism and, national service. Avoid that. They say no. Then the Delhi police says, no, we will allow you to do this subject to some conditions. They agree to those conditions. The Supreme Court, their lawyer goes to the Supreme Court and says it will be peaceful. Then there is mayhem on the streets of Delhi. And now you have these leaders trotting out in front of TV, making all of us believe that all of this just happened. Nobody was responsible. 394 policemen have been injured. And somehow somebody somewhere is expected to believe this narrative that all of this was just nobody's fault. It is the fault of the people who incited, misled, fed them lies, and allowed this violence to be perpetrated on the streets of Delhi. What was agreed to was a peaceful protest. Peaceful protests were acceptable to the government, the police, and that agreement, as the commissioner today laid out in his press conference, was completely breached, and there was complete Vishwasghat. Now for these leaders to argue that it was not their fault, I'm sorry, even if I was not a politician, I'm just not buying it.
I am also joined on this broadcast by Sandeep Kumar. He's one of the constables of the Delhi police who got injured. Sandeep, सबसे पहले तो ये बताएं कि इस वक्त आपकी हालत कैसी है? हमारी उम्मीद है कि आप बेहतर हो रहे हैं, आपको ज्यादा चोट नहीं आई। जो तमाम लोग इस वक्त आपको देख रहे हैं, बताएं कि आपके साथ क्या हुआ, कौन जिम्मेदार था, किसने आप पे अटैक किया, क्या हुआ आपके साथ? संदीप
सर, मैं अभी थोड़ा सा ट्रीटमेंट चल रहा है तो थोड़ा अभी आराम हो रहा है धीरे धीरे। मैं आपको बता दूं, 26 जनवरी गणतंत्र दिवस का जो पर्व है हमारे भारत का एक ऐतिहासिक पर्व होता है, और ऐतिहासिक पर्व इस ऐतिहासिक जगह पे जो मनाया जाता है, जिसके लिए हमारा पुलिस बंदोबस्त बहुत अच्छा हमेशा से रहता है। दिल्ली पुलिस हमेशा सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से अव्वल रही है। यही सब चीज़ें अभी भी हमारे इसमें आ ही रही है। लेकिन जो फार्मर्स का जो प्रोटेस्ट लाल किले तक पहुंचा था सर, इसमें हम सब वहीं उपस्थित थे। हमारे सीनियर अफसर साहिबान ने हमें जो डायरेक्शन दी थी हम उस सबको फॉलो करते बहुत संयम से, बहुत सावधानी से हम अपनी ड्यूटी कर रहे थे। हमें डायरेक्शन थी कि इस प्रोटेस्ट में इतने सारे लोग हिस्सा ले रहे हैं, इतने सारे लोग लाल किला तक पहुँचे हैं और बहुत सारे पीछे रास्ते में भी फंसे हुए हैं जो यहाँ तक आना चाहते हैं, लेकिन इतनी जगह नहीं है कि वो यहाँ तक पहुँच पाए। उसके साथ साथ वहाँ ऊपर जहाँ से हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी भाषण देते हैं हर 15 अगस्त पे, उस जगह पे हज़ारों की संख्या में भीड़ का इकट्ठा होना, वहाँ हमारे सीनियर ऑफिसर साहिबान ने उनको समझाया कि आप लोग नीचे चले जाइए, यहाँ मत रुकिए, नीचे चले जाइए, क्योंकि लाल किले की इस प्राचीर पे इतनी भीड़ इकट्ठा होना सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से ठीक नहीं था। तो हमारे सीनियर ऑफिसर साहिबान ने उनको बहुत समझाया। उस भीड़ को नीचे उतारने के साथ साथ नीचे जैसे ही वो भीड़ उतरती है वो अचानक से आक्रामक हो जाती है, वो पथराव कर देती है, वो लाठी से, डंडे से, तलवार से वो मारती है। चोट खाई है, बहुतों को समझाया है, चोट खाई है, सीरियसली दुख होता है, भाइयों की तरह समझाया है, बहुत प्यार से समझाया है, मत कीजिए आप लोग ऐसा, क्योंकि ये दिल्ली पुलिस आपके साथ किसी भी तरह का अवैध व्यवहार नहीं करेगी। हम आपको बिल्कुल आश्वस्त करते हैं, आप लोग शांतिपूर्वक बैठिए, अपनी बात बताइए, उसके बाद आप जो रास्ता भटक कर यहाँ आए हैं आप वापस जा सकते हैं। पथराव हुआ है, किसान नहीं गुंडे कहना चाहिए, जो नशे की इस कदर हालत में जो इस तरह से पुलिस के ऊपर इतनी बर्बरता के साथ उन्होंने जो व्यवहार किया है, चोट खाई है सर, चोट खाई है।
आप वहां पे थे उस वक्त, आप कह रहे हैं कि नशा, क्या आप कह रहे हैं कि जो किसान थे उनमें से कुछ ने शराब या ड्रग्स कर रखे थे, आपको ऐसी फीलिंग आई?
सर जितने भी दंगई थे सब नशे में थे, कोई होश में नहीं था। उनको बहुत समझाने की कोशिश की है, सर रुक जाइए प्लीज़, ऐसा मत कीजिए, इतना एग्रेसिव होना, किसान, मैं खुद किसान का बेटा हूं सर, इतना एग्रेसिव होना एक किसान नहीं इतना एग्रेसिव नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि वो बहुत सहनशील होता है। उस एक फसल को लेने के लिए उसको कितना टाइम अपने खेत की तरफ देखना पड़ता है, उसकी सहनशीलता का अंदाज़ा आप इस बात से लगा सकते हैं सर, लगा सकते हैं।
आपके साथ क्या हुआ जरा उसके बारे में बताएं।
सर मुझे जैसे ही हम मेन गेट पे फोर्स को अंदर ला रहे थे और हमारे अफसर साहिबान ने जो आदेश दिया था हम उसको फॉलो कर रहे थे कि अंदर से भीड़ को बाहर निकालना है, उन भीड़ को बाहर भेजना है, शांतिपूर्वक बाहर निकालना है। उस भीड़ को बाहर निकालते टाइम हम लोगों पे हमला हुआ है, पीछे से मारा है, डंडे मारे हैं, पत्थर बरसाए हैं, ट्रैक्टर से कुचलने की कोशिश भी की गई है सर। हमें वहाँ पे डंडा लगा है सर, हाथ में बहुत ज़्यादा लगा है, ऐसा नहीं है।
अब आपकी हालत थोड़ी बेहतर है, डॉक्टर्स क्या कह रहे हैं, कितनी चोट आई आपको?
सर हाथ में फ्रैक्चर बता रहे हैं अभी, बाकी अभी रिपोर्ट आएगी और टेस्ट हो गए तो पता चलेगा। पेट में दर्द है सर, पेट में काफ़ी पेन होता है सर।
You know, I wish that you get well soon. From the Tirath Ram Hospital in the national capital, that is Sandeep Kumar, one of the injured constables. हमारी दुआ है कि आप जल्द से जल्द ठीक हों. We're thankful to you for what you did to protect our city and our country from these farmers who were on a complete rampage. And Ravinder Singh Cheema, I want you to respond to Constable Sandeep Kumar and to Rajiv Chandrasekhar when they say, why should action not be taken against the farmer union leaders and against the other farmers who are currently protesting? Why should they be allowed to sit where they are on the borders of the national capital when it is now very clear that their intention is not peaceful, that this movement has been greatly discredited? रविंदर सिंह चीमा, आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी सर? चीमा साहब, okay, I want to go across to Vikram Singh, because while we'll pin the farmer leaders down on where they slipped up, should the Delhi police not have been better prepared? I mean, there were videos which were floating on social media where it was rather grandly declared that they will be hoisting the flag on Red Fort. So why not have, I saw that there were 1 or 2 barricades, but when you know that there are 70,000-80,000 tractors that have been amassed and will be coming into the city, why not have 10 barricades back to back? Why not bolster your defenses to ensure that they can't break through? You're supposed to have fail-proof security. Mr. Vikram Singh, do you think the Delhi police also erred in underestimating the level of the threat of this movement?
Mr. Rahul Kamal, I couldn't agree with you more. It was a total underestimation of the magnitude of the violence that was expected on 26th of January. The trailer and the happenings earlier were fair indications that the criminal elements had infiltrated the ranks of the so-called farmers. I don't say they're farmers. Sandeep is a farmer. And I would also say that the straws in the wind were indicative of the fact to expect large-scale violence on the 26th. And I had expected that at least not the regular barricades, but the boom barricades and the technological barricades that can stop a tank should have been installed. And again, it is the general axiom of policing. It is not the Gandhian axiom. Trust everyone till he proves otherwise. It is distrust everyone till he proves otherwise. The very fact that they had signed the agreement with the police is not sufficient reason for me to know that it is going to be the gospel truth and they will abide by the agreement. Then I would say the preventive arrests were required. And all the troublemakers who were identified giving incendiary slogans, they should have been put behind bars the day before. And also, preventive action and security for keeping peace and good behavior under section 107, 116 of the CRPC against at least 500, 600 the troublemakers, potential troublemakers. If Lal, the Red Fort, was vulnerable, it should have been converted into a cantonment. But it is easier to sit in judgment after that. I would also compliment the Delhi police for showing exemplary restraint.
No.
If SN Srivastav had opened fire and killed 10 farmers, situation would have been that is Jallianwala Bagh number 2 and SN Srivastav is General Dyer. I would not like that. But now the task is that to get after them, announce reward of 5 lakhs each and all the criminals and all the so-called leaders and the so-called, I would not say kisans, I would say aparadhis, not annadatas but aparadhis. Get after the top 100 ring leaders.
Let Rajiv Chandrasekhar respond to this. The points that the former Director General of Police makes, that you should have been better prepared, that some of these farmer leaders who were threatening violence should have been taken into detention before, not after the violence, that places like Red Fort should have been, and you understand national security well, that places like Red Fort should have been bolstered better. Instead of just having 1 barricade, have 20 barricades back to back so tractors can't ram through. That's the basic level of planning that will be required given the magnitude of the threat that you were facing.
Rahul, I have great respect for Mr. Vikram Singh, and with great respect to him, hindsight is a great is a great thing to have. I can sit in judgment and say this could have been done, that could have been done. But let's for a minute go back to the CAA riots, Rahul. Your own channel and many channels demonize the police for acting aggressively to prevent those riots. The police in this kind of a situation is in a constant catch-22. If you are proactive and assert too much, the media then alleges force, use of force, anti-democracy, not allowing protesters to exercise their democratic right. If the police is restrained, which is what the Delhi police has done despite grave provocation, and I really salute them, and 394 policemen are testimony to the restraint that they exercise. If they are showing restraint, you say they are underprepared. It is like a hopeless catch-22 that you put the police in. You demonize them as you did all through the early part of this year. The CA. And now when they show restraint, you say they are underprepared. In my opinion, the issue is not the Delhi police. They are not the ones to be judged in this kind of a case. There is a clear case of a criminal conspiracy. There were leaders to this criminal conspiracy. We should focus on the criminal conspiracy and hold those leaders accountable. That is where.
So let's focus on the conspiracy. Ravinder Singh Chima is now with us. Mr. Chima, why should the likes of Rakesh Tikait, Darshan Pal, Saravan Singh, Satnam Pannu, Yogender Yadav, Balveer Singh Rajewal, and all these people not be held accountable? ये लोग थे जो अपने आप को इस आंदोलन का नेता बता रहे थे. अब जब वायलेंस हो गई, ये कहते कि नहीं वायलेंस से हमारा कोई लेना देना नहीं, वो तो एक वो था अकेला दीप संधू, वो करा के चला गया. इतने सारे लोग किसी एक पंजाबी एक्टर के कहने पे तो मोबिलाइज नहीं हुए. सर, बाकी सारे लीडर्स की जिम्मेदारी बनती है, उन पे कार्रवाई क्यों ना बने?
एक पंजाबी एक्टर के कहने पे तो मोबिलाइज नहीं हुए, जब बाकी सारे लीडर्स की भी जिम्मेदारी बनती है, उन पे कार्रवाई क्यों ना बने? एक पंजाबी एक्टर के कहने पे तो मोबिलाइज नहीं हुए, जब बाकी सारे लीडर्स की भी जिम्मेदारी बनती है, उन पे कार्रवाई क्यों ना बने?
Okay, I want to go across to VM Singh, who's amongst the leaders who backed out of this protest movement today. National convener of the All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee. He's had differences from earlier, but now he's officially walked away. Explain, Mr. Singh, why is it that you've decided to walk away, and also what do you think, now that two prominent unions have walked away, what do you think will happen to this farmer protest from here?
Three things. Firstly, yesterday, whatever happened, I tell the nation, I want to tell everybody, whether it was the farm leaders, including me, or the administration, which was aware of the fact that Red Fort, somebody is going to come in because there were people who were saying we'll give crores of rupees to somebody who's going to hoist the flag there. The administration that didn't take action accordingly, or anybody else, the people who were involved. Investigation should be done and people should be taken, action should be taken in accordance with law, and strict action, not just action, number one. Number two, regarding the farm protest, what happened yesterday was a national shame. You know, day before yesterday and a day before that, when this itinerary came from there, that the designated route was given to us. We talked to the SSP Ghaziabad, DM Ghaziabad, the city SP there, as well as the ADM there. We chalked out the route and said, let's go and inspect the route. We inspected the route. And when the route was finalized, there was some variation in Ghaziabad itself, not in Delhi. I said, let's accept whatever they give in Delhi and make a little variation in Ghaziabad. They all accepted that. We went twice. After that, somebody told me that Rakesh Tikait has been saying we'll go to Delhi. I said, no, let's go to him. We went to his tent, spoke to him, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night day for yesterday, and said, we'll all go together. Let's not do one thing, because what we are asking from the government today is that, okay, you've talked to Punjab for 11 occasions, talk to us also. We want to be heard also. He said, yes, we'll go together. Let's start at 11. Instead of 12 to 4, 12 to 5, we had it 11 to 4. And then at 11 o'clock, when I was there, at 10:30, I was told that he's already left at 9:45 breaking barriers. He and his brother was there. His brother and I, we both started at 11 o'clock. We went on the designated route. We saw the DM on the way, we saw the SSP on the way, and the entire thing was led by the SP. He was taking us all through, and we went all through and came back, and 3 o'clock we were back. This is where I felt hurt. I said, on a day like this, if my organization is not in the talks for whatever reasons the world knows, I was not well. If we are not there in the talks, we are only a supporting player. We are supporting the man who's going there, that's Rakesh Tikait. And if he also does not go along with us on the designated route, takes his own stand, in the process one person even gets killed, then what happens? What are we doing? And that too on 26th of January. We got our constitution that day. And on the same very constitution, I for one, go to Supreme Court, go to High Court, get these same very farmers lakhs of crore rupees benefit per, in the last 25 years. What are we doing? This is where I thought, no, enough is enough. If I can't contribute any longer, let me not make life difficult for the farmers who've come here. So I said, okay, fine, let's call it quits.
Okay, I want to go to Ravinder Singh Chima for a third time. Let's see if the audio video line holds, because I'm going across because he's an important voice. Mr. Chima, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Hello.
चीमा जी, आवाज आ रही है?
Hello.
I'm sorry. Maybe he's in an area where the mobile connectivity, remember there were many signal outages in the national capital, so maybe where he is the lines aren't working, and I apologize for that. But I want to go across now to Adil Singh Boparai of the Congress. How do you respond to what we are hearing from the Delhi police and the Narendra Modi government at the center that they tried their best, they went by the assurances given by the farmers, they've been peaceful so far, they'd kept their word, and therefore there was no real reason to suspect that this particular rally would get violent, and therefore while hindsight is 2020, you can't really blame them for not having done more. Adil Singh Boparai.
Well, Rahulji, firstly, I'll request you to give the principal opposition party of this country adequate time to respond to the events of yesterday. As far as the unfortunate events of yesterday are concerned, it was a conspiracy of the Bharatiya Janata Party to defame and malign the farmer movement. Now, please put your hand on your heart and ask yourself these questions. Who stands to gain from discrediting this farmer movement? Who stands to benefit from diverting public attention from the core demands of the farmers? Who stands to gain politically and otherwise from sullying the good name of the farmers? These are very pertinent questions, point number one. Point number two, it has become fashionable in New India to pin down everybody but the government of the day. But perhaps the Bharatiya Janata Party representative could throw some light on the agent provocateur called Deep Sidhu, who is a BJP leader. Since I hail from Punjab, and I assume even you do, he was the Halka in charge for the Bharatiya Janata Party from the Gurdaspur parliamentary constituency. He was a key figure for the Bharatiya Janata Party from Gurdaspur in Punjab. Now, what are the links of Deep Sidhu with the Bharatiya Janata Party? These are genuine questions that was he planted by the Bharatiya Janata Party to discredit this peaceful and pious movement, point number two. Point number three, of course you can pin blame on everybody but the government, but is law and order not the responsibility of the political executive of the day? Can the Home Minister of this country wash his hands of accountability? Can the Home Minister of this country wash his hands from deteriorating law and order yesterday? Can the Home Minister of this country deny that they had intelligence inputs, which stands established now by what Mr. Srivastava has said? If despite having intelligence inputs, if despite the farm leaders telling through a press conference that some antisocial elements have infiltrated this movement, why did the Delhi police not take adequate measures? So the deduction from this is, did the Bharatiya Janata Party allow the situation to reach this pass and then use their frontal organizations, launch a media blitzkrieg to defame and malign the farmers and to achieve what they could not do directly? Now, today is the time, Rahulji, to find
let Rajiv Chandrasekhar respond to that. Let Rajiv Chandrasekhar respond to that.
Rahulji, 30 seconds, he's got adequate time. 30 seconds, please, 30 seconds. This is not the time for tutu mem.
Okay.
This is the time to bridge the deficit. Why is the Bharatiya Janata Party not shedding its arrogance? 180 people have died. 180 Indian citizens have died. You have acknowledged that there are fundamental flaws in these laws. Repeal these laws, constitute a committee, and then reenact. What is more important? Adani interest, Ambani interest, or farmer interest?
Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the Congress alleging that the BJP is the primary beneficiary of the farmer protests are delegitimized, and therefore you allowed the situation to deteriorate because that's the only way you could have taken stern and strong action. Respond to the Congress's charge. Rajiv Chandrasekhar.
No, Rahul, there's not much to respond to the Congress because this is a old style that they have adopted ever since Rahul Gandhi got into this tweeting questions as a kind of political strategy mode. You ask these random questions and hope that through your eloquence and this framing of the questions, people will somehow get very impressed. The facts are very clear. The political leaders that incited the farmers for the best part of more than 60-70 days with absolute lies consisted of people from the Congress. The BJP has clearly, the government and the Delhi police have adopted an approach of restraint. They say there should be law and order is the police responsibility. The same Congress, when the police responded with force during the CAA, demonized the police. This is not, there is nothing out of the Congress's narrative that goes to solving the problem. They would like I have repeatedly said this is a kind of a vulturous vulturism kind of a politics, which is you prey on people's insecurities, incite them, lead them up the garden path, and then you say, no, the BJP benefits. The BJP benefits in political, where it needs to benefit, in elections, because the people trust the BJP to deliver on what it has to deliver. The Congress does not have to worry about this being a way for the BJP to benefit. I genuinely believe.
Okay, since so much is being said about Deep Sidhu, what I want to do is I just want to take a moment to show our viewers this backstory of this flamboyant.
On 6th of December 2020.
No, let me just show our viewers. I'm coming back to you. Let me just show. One second. I just want to show our viewers who this Deep Sidhu character is, what we know about him so far, and then we'll get a quick exchange from both the leaders about what do we make of this person. You've seen photographs, you've seen his charges, you see the Facebook post he put out, but he was also chased away by the farmers. So what do we make of him? Is he actually one of the key conspirators? Look at this story.
A massive show of strength and a shock diversion from the original rules. A part of the Republic Day tractor rally turned violent and breached Delhi's Red Fort. The Umbrella Kisan Morcha accused a Punjabi actor and a splinter Labour farmer grouping for instigating the rampage.
लाल किले के भीतर जाके झंडा फहराना तिरंगे के अलावा दूसरा, उसके अंदर दीप सिद्धू ने बिल्कुल खुल के भूमिका अदा की। ये वो दीप सिद्धू हैं जो पिछले 4 महीने से किसान संगठनों के साथ लिपटने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। किसान संगठनों ने कहा है कि इस व्यक्ति को बिल्कुल दूर रखा जाएगा क्योंकि इनके अलगाववादी रुझान।
The 36-year-old Deep Sidhu is seen of the Nishan Sahib, the Sikh religious flag on a pole mast at the iconic 16th century fort. Deep Sidhu wears multiple hats when he helped Bollywood actor Sunny Deol in his Lok Sabha campaign in Gurdaspur.
इनकलाब है सर, ये revolution है. And if they are not going to understand the seriousness of this matter, trust me, it's going to be, it'll define the next political structure of this whole geopolitics of this entire country and South Asia.
Late last year, Sidhu jumped into the agitation over farm laws, but he ended up upsetting unions because of his style and speeches. Sidhu was barred from speaking from any of the main protest podiums. Farm unions find Sidhu to be one of the main culprits behind what all unfolded at the Red Fort.
दीप सिद्धू ने जो किया है, हम उसकी कड़े शब्दों में निंदा करते हैं और हमें लगता है वो सरकार का दलाल है। आज जो उसने किया वो अति निंदनीय है। हमारा लाल किले पे जाने का कोई प्रोग्राम नहीं था।
या लोगों के जेन्युइन सेंटीमेंट नू इग्नोर किया गया ते ये गल कही गई जो असी कवांगे असी ओही करांगे हुण। सो और संगत नू भी ओही करना पऊगा। उस वहण च जिहड़ा आप महारे संगत चारे पासियों लाल किले वाल नू सिद्धी होगी तो दीप सिद्धू भी उन्हां च एक सी। सिंबॉलिकली निशान साहब ते किसानी दा झंडा लावांगे और तिरंगा दा पिछे झूल रहा। इत्थे साडे पंथ महाराज दे निशान झूल रहे।
Police sources say they are probing the role of this man, Lakha Sedana from Punjab's Bathinda district, an alleged gangster facing more than a dozen cases, including murder and attempted murder, now in activism. First jailed in 2004 and multiple times later. Sedana is also suspected of instigating the tractor rally violence. The probe goes on. For now though, the narrative of a prolonged peaceful protest stands dented. Bureau Report, India Today.
Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar is doing a press conference at this moment. Let's just listen in to what the Union government has to say about the violence on Republic Day.
और भी कोशिश करते रहेंगे लेकिन सफल नहीं होंगे। देश की जनता मजबूती से विकास के लिए इस सरकार के साथ खड़ी है और सभी कहां बाकी सभी प्रदेशों से प्रदेशों में किसान आंदोलन नहीं है। कांग्रेस के प्रयास के बावजूद भी अनेक राज्यों में नहीं हुए हैं। तो इसलिए कांग्रेस की इस उकसाने वाली राजनीति की हम भर्त्सना करते हैं। आज मेरे तरफ से इतना ही है। आपको कुछ सवाल पूछना है तो जरूर पूछिए।
We saw that our farmers and these protesters did not take the designated route yesterday and they came to Central Delhi. Now when the question was posed to their leaders, they are clearly dissociating themselves, saying that they were not part of the original protest. You think that when they came out, they said that they will take care of law and order, but they should now take the responsibility that what has happened is because of these leaders, and again they have addressed the press conference, they have blamed the BJP, they have blamed the police, they have blamed the government, but still they are not accepting the fact that they were also at the flood and they did not handle the whole protest peacefully.
Fortunately, there is video recording of every movement. And from record, it can be seen who has instigated the mob right from the morning, who defied the agreement they have reached with police when police granted them permission to hold a rally or a tractor march, tractor parade, they used to say. And tractor parade was allowed on the basis of conditions given, which they accepted and did not adhere to. Therefore, everybody is responsible, but police will take care of people present on the scene. But I have narrated who was behind. पीछे कौन था, कौन ट्विटर से ये चला रहा था कैंपेन, कौन उकसा रहा था, ये मैंने वर्णन किया है।
दो किसान संगठन अब इस आंदोलन से अलग भी हो गए हैं और जो एक संसद में मार्च का जो प्रस्ताव था वो भी स्थगित करने का किसान संगठन ने फैसला किया। कुछ लोग माफी भी मांग रहे हैं दबेजीमान से जो इस संगठन आंदोलन से जुड़े हैं। आपको लगता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी को भी आर्थिक तौर पर इस पूरे हिंसा के पीछे एक माफी मांगनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये आरोप है कि उनके नेताओं ने इससे भड़काने के काम?
बिल्कुल, कांग्रेस और उनके नेता राहुल गांधी को देश की माफी मांगनी चाहिए, क्योंकि इस तरह की नकारा राजनीति देश के लिए लाभदायी नहीं है।
That's the Union INB Minister Prakash Javadekar giving the government side on this violence. We'll keep tracking the story. Up next is News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.